They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
Welcome, everybody, to Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show, and here with Nate Shaw. And Nate, I tell you what, I was just sitting there thinking that, and I don't know why this popped in my head, maybe because I saw Greg Hicks over there getting his Chick-fil-A sausage biscuit ready to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Is that we should do something cool after every victory, some kind of hand slap or some other. but I don't know what that'd be. But anyway, we'll have to work on that. So
some ceremonial,
something kind of cool,
some ritualistic thing. Yes.
But anyway, they won last night, 40-16 over Central Christian in Sharpsburg, and I tell you, nice to get on the winning track and get this season heading in a different direction. And y'all do it in grand fashion with 40-16. You got to be very proud of the team and getting a good road win under your belt.
Well, right, and you look at last night's win, and it's really a build off of the previous week's loss because it was a character game where we could have folded up our tents and gone home, but we battled and we still lost that game, and we just kind of carried over that sort of mentality into the week of practice, and it just shows how dedicated these young men are to working hard and really improving on what they do so that they can be successful, and it really paid off big time, especially with our offensive performance. It had really been sluggish the first two games, and kind of broke out against a pretty decent front against Central Christian. A little bit of a rematch of last year's state championship game, but it's a new year. And we're just really happy how we performed overall, offensively and defensively. Of course, only yielding the 16 points.
There you go. We're going to come back and talk about all those important parts of last night's game, talk about some people that helped out, make sure that the team was ready to go, and also take a look ahead to Cross Point that will be the next stop for Lafayette Christian football in 2 weeks. So keep it right here as you're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback as we're live at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, and you're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions. Are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to Lafayette Christian Saturday Morning Quarterback as we're live here at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. It's a little rainy outside, but it's nice and dry in here. Also, we've got Chick-fil-A biscuits here for you. We still got some Chick-fil-A traditional chicken biscuits, and also we have some Chick-fil-A sausage biscuits, and it's a cool thing that they are branching out as always. They're gonna do something different. We've been doing chicken minis out here for years,
yes,
and over the next few weeks they're going to send us a different breakfast for us to try, and so we will have a nice variety of Chick-fil-A foods here for the Saturday Morning Quarterback shows over the next few weeks. So will be interesting to see what all they whip up for us. That'll be good.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that opportunity.
There you go. It is an opportunity. All right, Lafayette Christian had a great Friday night as they traveled to Sharpsburg to Central Christian and played up there and came away victors 40-16. Congratulations to Lafayette Christian Cougars. And let's start off, I guess, where would you like to start? You want to start with defense first or offense first?
Well, let's start at defense first,
okay,
because defense gets the scoring started. We have a senior nose guard this year. He's one of those traditional undersized nose guards that you see sometimes in high school. His name is Gary Johnson. It was a big day for him. He was elected treasurer for the student council, and he scored his first career touchdown off a 60-yard fumble return for touchdown to get things started for us. So congratulations to Gary. He will be just if he's listening to this, and we won't be able to shut him up on Monday for talking about it. But no, we're super proud of what he did on the field. He's a real tough kid. He's that real tenacious. He's that wrestler type. He was a wrestler. We don't have wrestling, but when he was in middle school at another school, he was a wrestler. So he plays nose guard like a wrestler. Really quick, really strong. Really, despite his size, he may be 5'3" and 140 pounds, but he plays big and scooped up the ball, and he's got really decent speed, and he was gone. So super excited for Gary Johnson, and our defense sort of set the tone to that. It really picked us up. Really, for the rest of the game, we end up ironically we let it get to us a little bit because we go up 6-0. Central marches down the field. It turns it to 8-6, and they led for about 10 seconds because they lined up a kickoff. And I don't know why teams keep kicking deep to us, but John Parham returned a 65-yard kick return for touchdown, and that's our third in 2 games. And we should have had one week 1. We were just inches away. We should have had 2 last night, but we did get another one. And our special teams, and it's not just we have some good returners, but our special teams up front has been spectacular, in particular in the kick return game, because we're putting bodies on bodies. And in the 8-man game, there's that even number, and you can never sort of – there always seems to be that space if you block somebody up. And John Parham went in untouched, and there wasn't even anybody within 5 yards of touching that kid. But that goes directly to the blocking. I haven't seen the film yet, but I'm interested to see how many quality blocks we may have. Up to 5 quality blocks on a special teams. That is, is really good. So we got the ball rolling. We really never looked back from there. And switching over to offense, Landon Whitley, our quarterback, really steady, really even. Despite some negative plays that we had, we were able to get our running game going. Our running game has really struggled. Our offensive line, we have 2 of our 3 offensive linemen are new starters, and we've had a sort of a tough time gelling, and experiences breeding success and understanding of what we're doing. Luke Gilmore, probably his finest game. He's our new starting center. He's a junior. His first year playing with the team. He's played football in the past, but it's been sort of a shock to him, I think, as to how technical it is and what it is. And nobody has worked harder on our offensive line, physically worked harder than Luke Gilmore this past week to really get better at what he does. And he was real consistent at center. snapping the ball. We do under center, we do shotgun, and when you start messing around, we had an all-state center that sometimes struggled with long snapping. He's been very consistent, very even, a very very good snapper, quality snap, gets back there with speed for Landon Whitley, our quarterback. And then I'll also mention Knox Everett and at left guard, and little 140-pound Nathan Hudson, probably the best technical lineman that of any lineman on any team that we've seen so far this year, because he's a really smart kid. He's a freshman, and the reason he's starting is he just works that hard, and he's that proficient. And he'll be giving up sometime. The guy he was blocking was probably 100 pounds heavier, and maybe one or two times did size a factor into what happened to the play. We're able to run behind him. We're able to do things with him. He's quick. He's a good puller. So just tremendously effective running game, which opened up big holes for Nick Spittler, who had a 40-yard run for touchdown. Landon Whitley had some long runs. He didn't score a rushing touchdown, but we get him out on the boot. On the bootleg, and he was running wild. He also had a touchdown pass as well last night. Landon Whitley did really a stable force, calm quarterback. I know Coach Glisson was talking about the maturity and the calmness of his quarterback. That is hugely important, and he's one of those individuals. I thought that was. I do listen to the guys when they're actually in here, because we're all trying to figure out. We're all listening for little clues as to what we think is important about players, and
right.
He's right on that. Landon is a perfect
well, I mean, you've got a game that gets that tempers get flared and everything else, and you're gonna have somebody sit there and just look you right now and go, just do your job, just keep your calm, do your job. It's going to come around. Don't let your deep feelings affect the job you got to do, and that's a tough thing to learn. It is, and just to speak to how crazy the whole environment gets is my dad is moved to LaGrange this year. My parents have moved to LaGrange this calendar year, and my dad's been retired for a few years. He's a retired pastor, and he's helping out. He's the team chaplain this year, and he's been on the sidelines doing some of the things after his horribly mean son goes and says some very aggressive things at the players, and Dr. Shaw comes and he builds them up the other way, which has been a real benefit to us. And but he put his arm around me last night. He goes, I am emotionally exhausted about what goes on the sidelines. I go, how have you done it this many years? I was like, I don't know how you pastored 35 years either, but it's just one of those things you do. It is mentally fatiguing, and to have like a kid like Landon be that person, to just be the calm amongst the storm is I don't think people necessarily understand how rare that is. And so we're just happy to have him, and he's a great kid, and he's a goofball in a lot of ways, but he's Landon. I'm glad we have him. There you go. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and talk some more Lafayette Christian football, as we're doing Lafayette Christian football right here on Saturday Morning Quarterback, live at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. Come by here and enjoy us. We still got Chick-fil-A biscuits. We got chicken Chick-fil-A biscuits and sausage Chick-fil-A biscuits here for you as well. And also come by and meet Coach Shaw. He'd love to talk football with you and also learn more about Lafayette Christian football and the school and everything else. Come on here and join us. We're live on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our star savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome back to Lafayette Christian football. The Lafayette Christian Cougars played last night as they won over Central of Christian from Sharpsburg 40-16. It was a big road trip, big win. Now y'all get a week off, but before we get to looking to Cross Point in 2 weeks, let's talk a little bit about some of the people that you might need to thank who helped make sure that the Cougars had what they needed for this week's game.
Oh, sure. There's always a ton of people. Of course, once again, big thanks to the Sturmers over at Clean Smart. They're real big supporters of our program. David Everett, Natalie Phillips, as well over Edward Jones, Amy Warren over at Fair to Remember. They personally support us, and of course, I'm going to mention somebody special, Emily Fain, who has been since a little girl. I was talking with her yesterday. She's a junior in high school. She comes to every home and away game and fills up water bottles. And we forgot our water bottles yesterday. Found some cups, and she kept the cups filled entirely. She's given the officials water, and she does it as a service to people. And she doesn't get a lot of credit. We had a girl at school, Alex Smith, who used to do it with her as well. And now Emily's all on her own. So I just want to mention her and those two girls. Thank you belatedly, Alex Smith, on air for all that hard. It's a thankless job, but with the heat that we get around here, water is hugely important for people's health, and that's a big benefit to us. Of course, the parents have been hugely supportive, and I do need to thank our wives. We spent a lot of time away during the fall. And this goes for pretty much every coach that's married, has a family. I missed a lot of volleyball games for my daughter. I missed a lot of time in the fall. There's a big chunk out of our lives that gets put, and then we invested into these young men, and we're thankful for those special ladies who understand that what we do is important to try to raise young men to be leaders for the next generation and how to face adversity. And big thanks to them.
There you go.
Without getting too emotional.
Yeah, I know. It takes a lot of people to put these events on, and when it all comes together, it's an amazing amount of work that has gotten done by the time y'all make it to the field, and it is a great group to get involved with. So if you have been wanting to get involved with the team and help do that, Lafayette Christian School is got plenty of opportunities from helping out with the school to helping out with the sports programs.
Yep.
And so if people would like to know more about Lafayette Christian sports or the educational part of it, where do they go?
Go to our website at LafayetteChristianSchool.com. We're fully accredited through the state accreditation program. We're also accredited through Association of Christian Schools International, which is an association that accredits over 32,000 educational institutions, including colleges and even including public schools as well. A tremendous organization. It's a difficult accreditation to attain. I've been through accreditation. I've been on accreditation teams to verify other schools' accreditations. It's a very rigorous process, and we actually offer college credit through our faculty with a joint program through Truett McConnell University in Cleveland, Georgia this year. And we have AP honors high-end, high-achieving academics, including college credits. But we also offer a range of services to. We have a Discovery Cottage where students with severe special needs can get a Christian education and as well. So we run the gamut of educational opportunities at Lafayette Christian.
Yeah, the cottage is a cool deal. Dale Jackson, I've got to watch and hear him talk about it a lot, and just really brags on how great of a facility it is. And I tell you, that's another really cool outlet. Not only do you have sports, you have other side things. Also, you have a great, I think, science or engineering kind of situation.
Yeah, we had a big donor several donors come in and donate roughly $25,000. We built what we call it our engineer's garden. It's a hands-on, active, applied science sort of setup. We got a grant and got some solar panels, and we store energy, and we can operate all the electronics out there with solar energy. So it's a pretty interesting thing. I teach history and social studies. I've yet to be able to adapt a lot of that stuff into what I do. But when students go out there, they're taking and applying the knowledge of the classroom in a practical way, and it's a hands-on learning.
Well, they got the engineering garden. You should just ask for the class to be allowed to go see Hamilton in New York. It all works out.
We could do that. We could see that. Definitely New York City. I'm not much of a musical guy, but I know people are absolutely head over heels about that. And it's good that people understand who Alexander Hamilton and why it's important that we recognize him on our $10 bill, because he was certainly a hugely important factor in the foundation of this nation.
I would have said that the play didn't have much, a big deal, except if it wasn't for the play Hamilton would probably not be on the $10 bill today.
Which is a tragedy. Thank you for that.
Because they would have kicked him off and
right.
put somebody else in there. So you can thank Hamilton, the musical, for that, which is crazy that actually happened. But it's more likely it really did have a sway.
It's
let's
serendipity.
Let's get back to football. Boy, what a wide left turn there.
Yeah,
Anyway, it was 40-16 was the win this Friday night. Central Christian over Central Christian, and so Lafayette Christian now will be getting ready for Cross Point. We'll talk about that when we come right back. You're listening to Lafayette Christian Saturday Morning Quarterback right here at Key of LaGrange, and you're listening to the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Key of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our star savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Welcome back to the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show live here at Kia of LaGrange. We're pretty much out of time, but you're off next week.
Yeah.
Go do something fun.
I will.
And then get ready for Cross Point, and that will be coming up. That will be at home, right?
Cross Point will be at home. They'll be homecoming, and you understand my feelings.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. You love homecoming. I forget.
Oh, yes. How much?
So you don't even have to do a show to talk about how much you don't love homecoming before the so you go straight into it.
That's right.
And by the time you're kind of getting aggravated, it's going to be all over, and you'll hopefully you'll have had a victory, and we can talk about it on Saturday. So
that's right.
So soak it in, man.
I will.
Homecoming's coming up in 2 weeks. So Cross Point is going to be a good one. Make it out to the Cougar Den and make sure y'all yell, scream, and help the Cougars to victory for homecoming. Yes, sir.
Got one more thing. Nathan Fain, freshman safety, 2 interceptions last night. Congratulations.
There you go. See y'all in 2 weeks on the Lafayette Christian Saturday morning quarterback show. And congratulations to the Cougars. And Nate, we'll see you next week. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the